Hey guys, Angry Monkey here with another retro game treasure unboxing video. Whew, had a long day. I went video game shopping as well, so I hope I didn't get anything in this box that I bought today. Doubt it, because some of the stuff I bought was a little bit hard to find. Some of it. Anyway, so for those who are new to my channel and are like, oh, what's retro game treasure? This is a retro game treasure subscription service that is sent to your house every month that will give you 3 to 5 games to add to your personal collection. This is not a rental service. You get to keep these games, which is how I was able to start building up some of my collection a little bit more than I already had. I mean, I already had like hundreds of games I've never played, and, well, this has given me a lot more. Um, so anyway, how this works, you go on the website and you fill out a survey, and on that survey, you fill out the genres of games that you enjoy playing, like platformers or first-person shooters or strategy or sports. Some people are into that, not me. So you check off what you like, don't check off what you don't like, and they'll start catering a box to fit what you like. So, I mean, you do that for the genres themselves, and you can also do that for the consoles that you want or have. So, like, if you don't have a 64, then don't say that you have a 64, for example. And that's kind of how they build your box. And they have so many consoles to choose from. I mean, they got some old school stuff on there, like Atari 2600 and Intellivision, for example. They've got all the Nintendo stuff, NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, Wii. They have the Game Boy line, so Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance as well as Nintendo DS and 3DS. Sega Master System, which I don't have yet, sadly. So it's like the one thing I don't have checked off. But Sega Master System, Genesis, um, technically CD and Dreamcast. You can see them on my list, but other people say that they don't have that on their list. I don't know. But not Saturn, because Saturn is just stupid expensive. I mean, Sega CD is too, and Dreamcast kind of is too. So I think they took those off and be like, no, we're not advertising that we have those, even though it's still on my survey. As well as the Sega Game Gear, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4, original Xbox, 360, and Xbox One. So there are so many consoles to choose from. And then, like I said, you can pick the genres as well. And you can also pick out like the styles, themes, like, oh, I like anime themed games, or Disney based games, or whatever. Yeah, so you can fill out all that. You can also fill out a wish list. So if you're like, hey, I want Super Mario World, and they'll be like, all right, cool, we'll be on the lookout. You might get Super Mario World in your box. Don't expect Earthbound, because it's a $350 game basically, and you're not getting that in your $35 subscription box. But put it on there, you might get lucky. They might accidentally put it in there, not realizing or whatever. But yeah, anyway, like Super Mario World or something like that, you might get that in your box. I've got quite a few games on my wish list, so it's really fun. Lately, I've been getting a wish list game like every box or almost every box, which has been really exciting. You can also have a checklist. So if you got Star Wars Battlefront on PS2, you won't get Star Wars Battlefront because they're like, okay, you already have it. But you gotta remember to check all versions of it. So you got Star Wars Battlefront, but you gotta check that you have the greatest hits version as well, and you gotta check that you've got it on original Xbox as well, unless you want both versions. Some people do. Maybe somebody wants a full Xbox collection and they already have it on PS2 or something. I mean, everybody's got their taste on how they want to build their collection. Yeah, just kind of throwing that out there, though. You gotta make sure you check off all variations and for all consoles. I've learned that the hard way of, oops, I forgot to check that off, and now I've got 2 different versions of it, and that's not good. I mean, to me, it's not good. Oh yeah, there's also the list of shame of games you'll never get in your box. So, E.T. Sorry, E.T. for Atari fans. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get Superman 64. You're not going to get Star Wars Attack the Clones on Game Boy Advance. Apparently that's on there. That game must be terrible. I don't know. But yeah, you won't get the games that are notoriously bad, like the ones that are like the worst of the worst. You won't get those in your box. I mean, you might get some mediocre games, I guess, but yeah, anyway. Well, I guess that's all I really have to say about what the service is. I guess the next thing we gotta do is figure out what do we get. So let's zoom out and we'll open it up. And I'm going to pull this out of frame. Address is on the bottom. I like you guys. You don't need to know where I live. And as always, we're going to put this box backwards so we don't get spoilers. So the first thing is, of course, our best friends, the discountairpillows.com, where pillows are inflated, not the prices. These guys help protect our games from getting damaged. If you see these, give them a great big salute. You have done us a great service. Thank you, discountairpillows.com. This episode is not sponsored by discountairpillows.com. So, what do we get? Ooh. Super Nintendo? That's a first. Battle Clash. I have never heard of this game, but it is in amazing shape. I mean, look at that. It's like the sticker's perfect on this. It's amazing. Yeah, I've never heard of that game, so yeah, I hope it's good. Okay, this feels Game Boy, original Game Boy. Well, it's Game Boy Color, but it's in a Game Boy cartridge. This is an import for Master Farm Battle Card. It kind of looks like Big Chungus there. Kinda there. I don't know what this is, but that's cool. We got an import Game Boy game. By the way, I only got an import game because I said that I'm fine with getting import games. You won't get import games unless you say that, just in case you're wondering. Okay. This one is either PS3 or PS4. So we got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. So that's really cool. This is probably the wishlist item, because I don't really know anything about the Tom Clancy games, but I'm like, I want all of them for some reason. So that's just one more for my collection. And this is definitely Xbox One. It feels sealed. Battle Chaser. Never heard of this game either. By the way, this game came out in 2017, for those who are wondering. And this game came out 2015, just for those who are wondering. So yeah, we got 4 games in this box. I'd say that's pretty good. A lot of times I only get 3, so I got 4. I'd say that's pretty good. And then there is what the box looks like. They are advertising the Boss Chess giveaway, which you basically submit your pictures on Facebook and you're entered into their little giveaway thing, where you might win like a game console. I remember earlier this year there was a PS1 that was part of the giveaway, so you might have been able to win a PS1. I remember back in 2019 there was a Sega Master System that was available. That would have been really cool to get. Unfortunately, I did not win. Otherwise, I'd have a Master System, and I'd probably be getting games in my box for the Master System. But yeah, so anyway, this is a standard Retro Game Treasure box. I have in the description below a link to RetroGameTreasure.com. So if you're like, hey, this seems pretty cool, maybe I'll get it as well. Yeah, I also have it set up to where the link basically says that I recommended you, and I think if I get 3 recommendations in a month or whatever, I get like a free box or something like that, which would be kind of, I mean, I appreciate that, but if not, oh well. It's just figured I'd experience this box with all of you guys. However, we're not done yet, because I got a lot of games in the month of October, and I want to share what I got with you guys, because I love you guys a lot, because you're here watching my stuff, so that means a lot. Anyway, so what did I get? I guess I'll start with my old school ones. I went to Goodwill and I found a few cartridge, like really old cartridge games. So I got Kaboom on the Atari, as well as Riddle of the Sphinx, which is in a really weird shaped cartridge. I wasn't quite sure what console it was for. Well, I mean, it tells you right there, for use with Atari and Sears video game systems. But yeah, most Atari games look like this. So to have one that looks like this is kind of weird. But anyway, I got both of those. And for the Intellivision, it's hard to see, but Advanced Dungeons and Dragons on the Intellivision. And no, I didn't just get old school stuff like that. Because also at Goodwill, I got Spy Hunter on PS2. This game came out 2001. I'd never heard of it, but I thought, you know what? Why not? It was like $4, $5. Goodwill games have gotten expensive. They used to be like $2, and it was like $5. Oh well. Why not? Try out a new game that I've never heard of before. Might be good. Might be one of my favorite games on the PS2. Who knows? I also got, also on PS2, I got Sly 2, Band of Thieves. This game came out in 2004. Have a lot of nostalgia with well, not a lot of nostalgia, but I got some nostalgia of the first one, because I remember when it came out, I was like 5th grade or something. And I had 1, I had 3, and 2 eluded me for a long time, so I was very excited to get that. I got Trauma Center New Blood on the Wii. This came out in 2007. I think this is the second one, or is this the first one? No, it says new operations and new 2-player whatever. So I guess it's the second one. Oh yeah, another PS2 game, really good shape. I got 007 Agent Under Fire. This game came out 2001. And I got Max Payne on PS2. And I just like seeing when these games came out. Try to be a little bit informative. This is also 2001. Apparently, I loved games from 2001. I was really excited to get this game. Conquer Live and Reloaded on the original Xbox. So this is the, I think this is like a re-release of the original Conker's Bad Fur Day on the 64. But this was during the era when Xbox or Microsoft bought Rare, which made so many great games on the 64 and the Super Nintendo. And there were even games planned for the GameCube. There were a couple games released on the GameCube by Rare, like one of the Star Fox games. Yeah, like Star Fox Adventures was a Rare game. You can see the logo there. Because it was originally going to be like Dinosaur Planet or something, and it got re-released as Star Fox. So, yeah, that was like one of the few Rare games released on the Xbox, or on the GameCube. Yeah, so really excited to get that. I got Castlevania 2, or Castlevania Lords of Shadows 2. This game came out 2014. Now the case is a little damaged, so I might get a replacement case for that. Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands on PS3. I don't know when 2010 is when that one came out. And this is one that I said, oh, these weren't Goodwill purchases, as you can see by some of these price tags. It was at a retro game store close to me, and I told myself, I said, if this next game is there, I'm going to buy it no matter how much money I spent, because I've wanted this game for a while. Parasite Eve 2 on the original PlayStation. It's complete in box, overall in pretty good shape outside of that. Which is kind of funny that this is pretty expensive. Like, this stack of games here was cheaper than that. But anyway, I'm excited to finally have that in my collection, because I've wanted it for a while. And that's not all, because I got some new games today. So, what did I get? Well, I got Adventure Island for the NES. It was kind of like a Zelda knockoff. But I thought, you know what? That sounds kind of fun. A lot of people hated this game because it was a Zelda knockoff, but I bought it for that reason. So anyway, I got that. Cartridge is in really great shape. I got Mario Tennis for the 64. Been looking for that one for a while. I'd also love to get Mario Golf as well. I got Okami on the Wii. Very great shape. This game came out 2006, it looks like. So anyway, I was really excited to get that. I've been looking for that. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's a very beloved Wii game, so I just had to get it. I got Bully on the PS2. I hear this game was pretty fun. It was complete in box, but the guy did tell me that it's a greatest hits disc in a non-greatest hits case. Doesn't bother me all that much. I mean, it's kind of a beat up case a little bit, so I might get a new case for it, but I can at least play the game. Yeah. I got Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the Wii U. This game came out in 2012, and I didn't check Bully. Well, I don't know. Sticker on the back was covering that up. I got Sonic and the Secret Rings on the Wii. And this game came out 2006. Yeah, there's still some Sonic games I don't have. I'm surprised, but that was one of them. I got Final Fantasy 12 on PS2. Game came out in 2006. 2001 and 2006. Those are kind of my winners today. I'd never heard of this game, Time Shift, on the 360. But it was like $6, so I thought, it's in good shape. 2007. I like time-related stuff, and you can like pause time and rewind. I'm like, that's kind of cool, so I bought that. This next one, I don't have a lot of games for this console, and I was very excited to get stuff for it. So, I got the Sega Saturn 3-in-1 Not For Resale, which has Daytona USA, Virtua Cop, and Virtua Fighter 2. Now, they say the sleeve is missing for Virtua Fighter 2, but the disc is in there. So, here is Virtua Cop, and then here are the discs for the other games. Virtua Fighter 2 and Daytona USA. Saturn games are impossible to find. So I got 3 games for $35. That's tough to beat. And I mean, I don't know if they're good. I mean, Virtua Fighter's good, and Daytona looks like a good racing game. So, yeah, why not? And the last one I got was on the Sega CD, was Dragon Slayer. Arcade game, animated by Don Bluth. American Tail, the Fievel, the Mouse, and all that. Animated by him. I think this is just a console port of the arcade game, because I mean the Sega CD was all about like full motion video stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is like a legit like one for one. I'm hoping of the arcade version. But I mean just look at this. Like, it's in amazing shape. Like, there's no cracks in the case. It's just really great shape. So I was really excited to add another Sega CD game to the collection as well. So that's what I got. I got a lot of stuff. A lot of great games for the collection. As always, if you see something here you'd like to see played on the channel, let me know. I'll talk to my people about it, and maybe we'll get it to happen. I mean, we're kind of in the middle of a bunch of games already, so it'll probably be after one of those is done. Whether that be Dokapon, or Pokemon Coliseum, or Mario Party, or Tails. But, yeah, a lot of great games. Which one was your favorite? Yeah, let me know. And before you go, again, don't forget to subscribe to Retro Game Treasure, and don't forget to subscribe to me and hit that bell so you're notified for when more video game content comes out, whether I'm playing one of these or I do get back to Pokemon Coliseum or something. Yeah, a lot of great stuff is coming up. And if you haven't yet, like me on Facebook as well. And you can also follow me on Instagram, where I'll be like, oh, it's Parasite Eve, and here's a little bit about that game, and like the front and the back, and all that good stuff, and talk about the game a little bit, and be like, oh, what was your favorite memories with this game, and all that stuff. So if Instagram interests you, I don't post very often at all, but I don't know. I might find something cool, like this very good condition Sega CD game, and talk about that. Yeah, and then of course I have a Discord where you can join me on Discord, and we can talk about video games or anime or Pokemon and post memes and all that fun stuff there. All you gotta do is say, hey, I want to join your Discord. I'll be like, cool, here you go, here's an invite, and you can join our fun little community of nerds, where we like to have fun, hang out, nerd out. And I guess that's all I really have to say. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, real quick, I forgot to share my Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Collector's Edition. So I'll just go over this real quick, because, yeah, I want to go to bed. But what I did get with this is, of course, the Steelbook, because I got the original game when it came out back in like the 1st of August or something, and the Steelbook came out I guess at the beginning of October or something, and I forgot to share that with you guys. So it comes with that and this really nice art book. I mean, I won't go through the whole thing, but I mean, you like look at all that detail. I mean, so you got like characters, and then like the different creatures, and then like colonies, and then you have objects like weapons and stuff. Just a really nice art book that came with it too. I mean, even this, it's all like holographic looking and everything. It's all shiny. Ooh. And then you have that on the back. Really cool. I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. Okay. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Subscribe.